Hey guys, JohnnyCrums2000 here, and welcome to my latest Let's Play. Today I'm going to be starting off a Let's Play of the Invincible Iron Man for the Game Boy Advance. This game was released in 2002, and this one is not connected to the movie of the same name, or I guess the movie is only called Iron Man. So this game is based more on the comic book rather than any kind of pre-established media, I guess. And here I'm just quickly showing off the gallery. Now the gallery is something that you kind of unlock by collecting these little collectibles throughout all the levels. They're not all that worth it in my opinion though. I'll talk about it a little later. So let's go ahead and start a new story. Alarms sound throughout the Stark Enterprise building. Tony Stark rushes to grab his armor and face a threat as Iron Man, but to his horror, my armor, it's gone! Fortunately, I added a locator beacon to the suit in case it ever fell into the wrong hands. I'll have to use one of my other suits to find the villains and retrieve the armor they stole. The locator signal is coming from down there. The culprit must be hiding at the docks. Pan really slowly. I must act quickly before they bypass the security systems. If they master the suit, there will be no stopping them. Time to get this show on the road. Alright, so here we go. We start off in level 1. Now, like I said, the items that I was talking about before, you can collect them. They're found all over the, in various parts of the level and things like that, but they're really not all that worth it, in my opinion, so I'm not going to be finding them. So if you're wondering where they are, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be finding them. So anyway, here we go. The basic gameplay of this game is, as you can see here, it's sort of like a run and shoot kind of game. The best way that I can sort of explain how this game works is that it reminds me a lot of not Iron Man, Mega Man. You run, you jump, you shoot, and Iron Man, of course, he has a couple extra moves that Mega Man doesn't have, but one of the most defining things that he has, the reason why I think that this is very much like Mega Man, is that you can charge up your repulsor blast, and once you charge it up, you can shoot out a much stronger repulsor blast. Now, the other thing that he does have that Mega Man doesn't is you can, as you guys can see there, he has sort of like a double jump using his little jet boosters on the bottom of his feet, and that'll let you reach higher platforms and things like that. And he also has a shoulder tackle that you can use, and you can use that in conjunction in order to sort of reach higher ledges and to reach farther ledges, which you will be using a lot more as you progress through this game. Now, the other big thing is that, as you see at the top of the screen there, you have two different bars or meters that you have. The one on the right is obviously very self-explanatory. It's your health meter. I don't think I should go over it. You get hit, it depletes. If it drops to 0, you lose a life. Now, the one on the left is something that is unique to Iron Man that Mega Man has never really dealt with. Now, as you notice there, every time that I shoot my repulsor blast, the meter goes down slightly. Now, the way that it works is that every time you use your suit, using your repulsor blast, and I think the shoulder tackle, though I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember right now, we'll probably notice it as I use it. But every time that you use your repulsor blast, you're using your suit's energy. Now, what that means is that every time that you shoot, which is your primary form of attack, the energy goes down. Now, what happens is that if it goes down to a certain point, your rate of fire decreases. So, for example, I can't, shoot rapid fire, which you may think isn't a big deal, but especially towards the, some of the later levels, it starts to become a big deal. As you see on the left there, you see the item that you can use to unlock one of the unlockable images, which, again, they're really not all that worth it, honestly. Got some invincibility, so now I just want to run and shoot. So, as I was saying, with the energy bar, the rate of fire goes dramatically down. I mean, it's not too bad. You can still shoot, even if it's at absolute 0, but it does get annoying, especially towards the towards some of the later levels where you're constantly being barraged by enemy after enemy, and you just want to shoot all of them, but you can't because your rate of fire is has gone down. Now there's two ways that you can replenish your energy, your suit's energy, and that's by collecting those little orbs right there. The gray ones with the lightning bolt replenishes your energy, your suit's energy, and the yellow ones with the with the plus sign, with the blue plus sign, replenishes your health. The other way that you can replenish your energy is just by standing completely still. Now the only thing about that is that it takes so freaking long for it to replenish. You may notice that my meter, begins to replenish just by me running and not doing really anything. But again, it just takes so long to do that sometimes it's just not even worth it. Like you're better off just kind of gun-hoing, gun-hoing it and risking getting hit, trying to find another energy item, another energy orb, than just standing there doing nothing. So yeah, this is Iron Man. It's a pretty good game. It's obviously it's on a handheld, so it's not terribly long. It only has, from what I can remember, about 8 levels. I think I'm getting that right. It's been a while since I've played this. I'm actually still recording while I'm commentating on this part. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a good, fun game. It's good to have on select road trips and things like that. It's a fun game. It's pretty action-packed. It's gotten pretty average reviews. But I'm a Marvel fan, so I really like this sort of these sort of games, being able to play as Iron Man. And I will say this is probably one of the better Iron Man games out there. The other ones being the 2 that were based off of the movies, which let's face it, weren't all that great. And it's Iron Man and Exo Manowar in Metal. Oh god, I can't remember the name of it. It's a shoot 'em up game released for the PlayStation and the Saturn, which was not all that great. So I think that if you want to play as Iron Man, I would choose this one. Maybe if you just want like a simple Iron Man game, I would choose this one. This one's straight and to the point. It's not as complex as the Iron Man games on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox, and it's not as dull as the one for the PlayStation and Saturn. And yeah, I'm pulling a Marvel double header, I guess, if you want to call it that. I am recording this. I'm doing a Let's Play of this Invincible Iron Man, and I'm also doing a Let's Play of Spider-Man for the Dreamcast. So, booyah! And as you guys can see there on the left side, that's another one of the collectibles that you can unlock the bonus content. I try to get up there, but to no avail. The way that you get that one is you have to go all the way around. So you have to go all the way around to the side of the building here, or the scaffolds, or whatever you want to call it, and you have to go all the way around. So it's really out of the way. So I decided not to. That's the other reason why I decided not to collect those. One, because I don't think that they're really all that worth it, and the other is because sometimes some of these are really out of the way. Some of these levels, are pretty non-linear, so you can. I don't want to say you can get lost. I don't think you ever get to the point where you're just absolutely lost, but if you want to collect all the items, then yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating trying to find absolutely everything, especially when the levels aren't, are so non-linear. That's one thing that I didn't like about this game, though, is that the levels are a little bit bland, in my opinion. The enemies, as far as the enemies, you only have like a certain number of enemy types that you actually face, and already we've seen the majority of them. You have your standard little goons there, these guys that shoot straight out. You have the ones that shoot like those guys right here. Like, they're a little tougher, but they shoot like grenades. You have the ones that are mounted on the walls right there. Some shoot straight forward, like that purple one. Other ones shoot little grenades that bounce off bounce on the ground. And for the majority of the game, that's pretty much the only enemies that you're going to be facing. But anyway, here we're facing off against our first boss. This is Morgan Stark, who is Iron Man's cousin, I think, in the comic books. So he's pretty much just a tougher version of the regular enemies, the regular schmucks. But he shouldn't be too hard. My cousin, Morgan Stark, he must have been the one who stole the armor. Love that mustache. It looks like he was busy cracking the security codes. Oh no, he's uploaded the armor system data to another location via satellite link-up. If the recipients decode the data, they will be able to turn my own armor against me or even manufacture operations of their own. Looking at the computer, it appears that the satellite was aimed at a location in a nearby mountain range. Alright guys, so that's it for part 1. I will see you guys in part 2 where we go on to level 3 of the Invincible Iron Man. I will see you guys later. Alright, peace out. As always, if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe? Maybe?